Guys are still heading towards that observatory.
Yeah. Is anyone joining him, or are you guys just gonna fuck around wherever else?
We're gonna fuck around, obviously.
Yeah,
Okay, but where?
Oh, they changed the Roll20 sheet a little bit. They changed where the gold, like the money is displayed.
Hey, Salt, what's this top part right here? Where does that lead to?
I don't know. The big throne. I grabbed this image off the internet.
Okay, so everything's just like figurative and...
Sure.
Okay.
It does go very, 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 very high, though.
Are you telling me that you didn't create this image with your own 2 hands?
No.
No way.
Shame.
Oh my god!
Harriet will
Oh, that's fucking itis.
join Mr. Gaius.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, let's all stick with Gaius.
Where's Gaius going?
The observatory to get knowledge.
Okay, well...
Oh yeah, I gotta ask Star.
Also, I should note that as per last session, guys immediately headed there while you guys were still getting the magic items, so...
Oh, true,
Okay.
actually. Okay.
In which case, Lyra's gonna go have a look at that library, I guess.
That is, you're talking about the same thing.
Oh, jeez, okay. They got bars?
No.
Yeah, these dudes can wrap up a storm.
They got bakery?
You telling me these guys don't drink at all?
Well, now we really know Salt created this with her own
Oh my
imagination.
Alright, fine. Okay, you guys go first whilst I decide what to do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Harry's just gonna, like, stand near the edge of this somehow floating, was it like, is it just like ground, or is it mechanical, or?
It's ground. It does look like it was ripped out from the earth, however, so many long ago. Valkyr kind of looks over to you and says, you might not want to fall off the edge there.
Yeah, I get it. So, yeah, Harry's just gonna, like, walk around the edge trying to suss out how this thing's up here.
Make a... insight?
Insight. Already. 16.
Yeah, it takes you a moment, but it does seem that this is, some sort of magical in nature ability that is keeping things afloat here. There's these runic inscriptions that kind of run alongside the not roots, but kind of the bottom ground parts of it that keep it suspended in the air with a faint glow kind of pulsing in and out of it.
Cool.
That was ambiguous.
I mean, I don't know, maybe there was one guy on the bottom with one of those little floating propeller bikes who's just going at it like Squidward's bike in SpongeBob. He just turns to the cameras, it pans down, and goes, "Yeah, it's all living."
So, like, as Harriet's walking around, Viola's gonna be like frantically sketching down these runes and whatever else she notices.
Wait, how's Viola doing that?
Because she's a
Oh,
shadow.
okay, cool.
Because she's a shadow person.
I forgot she can, like, walk around. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anybody else aside from Harriet doing anything along the way to the observatory?
Christmas is probably gonna check out if they have like a Alterier or like a fashion boutique or something. Get inspiration for his new journey he's taking on.
Yeah,
Christmas is going to appropriate giant fashion and introduce it to the white people.
I mean, it would be very useless on him in particular, considering 5 times height difference, at least.
He's just going to steal their culture and take it back down, and everyone's going to think, oh wow, you're so cool and original for these designs. You
head around to what looks like more of a domestic area as You can see there's kind of like different elevations and outcroppings along here. There's a district that has people actually walking around in it, and you mostly have seen giants and a couple of humanoid races up to this point, but as you walk around, you start to see some more familiar, like elves, other halflings, etc. All of them kind of have a darker complexion than the rest of you fellas who are coming up here, but otherwise, nobody really seems to bat an eye at your arrival. You do manage to find a very tall door leading into what seems to be a kind of a clothes givery, a place buying store.
What was it? Artillery?
Artillery?
Fuck off, you know what I mean.
An anemone.
I can't say the word, it's French.
Atelier.
I don't know what.
Atelier! There it is.
Yeah, you're gonna find a series of JRPGs here. themed around alchemy.
I'm gonna get squished by that one girl's thighs.
Yeah.
Hello, hi, I'm just a foreigner from a foreign land. I'm just looking in.
Yeah, you call out, and there's a very large curtain that you kind of see rustle a moment, and there's a voice on this side just saying, just one moment, please. And it parts with a very tall, blue-skinned giant woman who, I swear to God, if any of you get horny right now, I'm gonna fucking throw
I was gonna say, all I was gonna say is, did you get Jake English to design this character?
I was thinking it!
That's the color that Cloud and Storm Giants are.
Okay.
Anyways, she is dressed in a very simple kind of flowing long dress, and there is a small... It rings to you similar to mistletoe for you, but it takes the form of a small cloud with a... God, you know that one Gumball character that's literally a cloud with the face?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, where it's just got a little floating arrangement of weaving tools, kind of spinning around in a small tornado on it. She says, I did not know that we were entertaining visitors this day.
Hey, good evening, ma'am, or hail and well met. I am a fledgling aestheticist. I was just looking at your wares, hoping to get some more inspiration, and so I can go back to my master and show him what I've learned.
Oh, aren't you just adorable? And she kneels down and is still like 3 times your height, just patting you on the head.
Go on.
I swear to God,
Christmas tries he might, blushes a little bit. Thank you, ma'am. If you wouldn't mind, I just shadow you for a minute.
How long you be staying with us in Sirius?
The leader said about 24 hours. So if I could just have like a handful of your time, that would be.
You spoke with the king above the clouds himself?
Yes, we did a favor for him. And,
but the king never leaves his throne. How is this possible? You didn't speak with the king, you spoke with Valkyr. They are 2 separate people.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a... I just assumed
it's okay. I was giving you an important detail either way.
Oh, I just assumed he was the leader. I'm not used to really tall people, so I just equate leadership with height.
I am afraid that since many of us are of similar heights up here, it would be a very poor indication of leadership. No, the king has ruled for as long as Sirius has been in the air, which is since its inception.
That's interesting. And how long has this nation been here?
When did the old country fall? Well, it would be 50,000 years ago.
Wow. You've been here for a hot minute, huh?
Well, not myself. We may live a decent amount of time, but the king himself was the only one who was there when it fell.
I see. Hopefully we can get an audience with him. We have some more pressing questions.
I do not know about that, but I wish you the best of luck. He's a very wise man.
Well, thank you very much, ma'am. Are you still okay for me to shadow you today?
Oh, by all means. I do have a couple of appointments coming in. They may look at you a bit oddly since you are not from here, but I assure you, they are nothing but the nicest people.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm really used to odd looks.
Oh, you poor thing.
Chris just kind of blushes again.
Well, as the way, this is Stratus. This is my familiar. They help me around the shop.
What does their familiar look like?
It's a little cloud with just. It's basically. It's basically like emoticon expressions, like the sideways smiley face and like flipping to basic shit like that. So right now it's just an entirely neutral expression. It looks like the NPC Wojak.
Soy face! No, you can't!
No, you can't learn my tailoring secrets.
Stratus floats down to you and says, "Unban me, motherfucker!" Stratus floats down and just kind of spits out a one of those little fabric balls that you'd stick needles in.
Oh, and Christmas takes out his own needles from his own little pin needle that
Pincushion?
Maximilian did.
Pincushion. That's what it's called.
So yeah, Christmas is prepared.
Cool. She will take you into the back then to show you the tools of her trade.
Oh
And
yeah.
Okay, don't listen.
No, I'm sorry.
It's very unprofessional of you to assume this of her.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was right there.
Does anybody else have any little other misadventures they want to go on?
Yeah, Lyra's gonna sort of find her way to an edge and just like look over.
Yep, you can see several little bits of sky wildlife, such as fish and smaller kind of air serpents, like the one that was following Valkyrie around a few places, kind of just floating around, kind of like a koi pond minus the pond.
That's really cool. I never knew there were skyfish. So does it look like a? Does it look like this place is like a sky reef or like a sky open ocean plains? What's like the sky wildlife around here?
It's kind of open more than like a reef or anything, considering there's nothing to kind of nothing obfuscating everything from each other. Some of them are like hiding under the clouds, though, kind of like clownfish and etc. They're called
Cool.
jester fish up here, though.
Dope. Lyra's gonna sort of like sit up on the ledge and swing her legs around, and then jump off.
Lyra fucking kills herself.
Excuse me?
Wait a second. I have
Do you-
I have a One Piece reference for this.
What did you do?
You are falling rapidly as the sky shrinks above you, and you're...
She's gonna let herself fall, like with her eyes closed, for like 10-15 seconds, and then cast fly and make her way back up.
Okay. Yeah. What's Up Danger can be heard playing faintly in the background as your mentor reminds you that it's a leap of faith.
How high up are we again?
All the exaggerated.
Baby swagger.
Oh wait, yeah, hang on. Are we high enough to not hit the ground after 15 seconds?
Yes, you are high up enough for that. It is very, very high in the sky.
The exaggerated swagger of a water genasi.
Okay, maybe a bit longer than like 15 seconds then.
I get the point. I'm not gonna yank your balls over. the
Yeah.
exact
Either way,
distance
she's
fall
gonna
here.
let herself fall for a while and then just fly back up.
Yeah. as you go down, some of the skyfish kind of dive down with you for a bit before they pull up in kind of almost formation, like a school of them coming together, and they disperse as you head back up.
That's so cool. Maybe if I die here, I'd reincarnate as a skyfish. That'd be dope.
Don't count on it.
Oh, come on.
Imagine having reincarnation in this series.
A sky sea slug, at least.
There's probably a couple of those, or like cloud periwinkles, just hanging out on the very bottom of the island.
Cool.
They're eating the minerals.
Yeah, she'll just like fly around above the island for a bit, and then just sort of perch on the big telescope of the observatory and wait for the others.
Yeah, you can see a couple of waypoints and side quests you haven't completed yet in your journal pop up. The annoying side character who always tells you to do events with them is currently calling you, but you're clearly going to ignore it.
I am. Sorry,
Skyward
annoying.
Sword was good. Come on, Salt.
Who?
Skyward Sword. What's your face? Fee? Bye.
No,
Oh,
I was talking about Nico Bellic or what's his name?
Hey, Roman, let's go bowling.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Skyward Sword.
No. Well, this does take a lot of inspiration from Skyward Sword, no shit. But anyways, yeah. So the rest of you are just heading to the observatory.
You.
So you.
So wait, is Harriet also heading there?
She's like just taking like a scenic route, I suppose.
Yeah.
You head up this long, winding, coiling around the outside of the tower staircase as a few of the other people are kind of walking out carrying scrolls and books and other sort of academic gear. You reach the top of it where there are these pillars that allow you to see out from the inside into the open air of the observatory, and there are kind of just all sorts of people in here reading away at desks and sitting on the floor. A similar diverse smattering of species. As you step in, there is this dark-skinned elf with this snow white hair and similarly kind of pupilless eyes who walks over to you they're wearing this kind of long robe that doesn't show off their legs, and therefore they almost kind of glide across the ground towards you as they say, well, hello. I don't believe we've properly met before. What are you come here seeking?
No, I've only just arrived. My name is Gaius Frisius, and he'll hold out his hand to shake.
He looks over at you for a moment and says, I guess the Valkyr, I understand. They put their hand out towards you in a very kind of flat against your palm greeting, as it then just kind of slips downwards after the initial contact. You get the impression their handshakes are a little different here.
Yeah, guys will like cock an eyebrow in confusion, but like sort of pick up on what's going on and return his hand to his side before he says, as for what I seek, well, me and my party are headed to what's left of Arcadia, and God, what was the dude's name? The giant that brought us in?
Valkyr.
Valkyr. Valkyr mentioned that, well, you had knowledge here from before its fall, as scattered and disparate as that knowledge is. If you would allow me, I would love to take a look at it.
Is there anything in particular you're seeking? I will forewarn you that some of our knowledge is checked out by the citizens, but by all means, I'll tell you where they are so you can go ask them to look at it yourself.
Are there any particular gaps in knowledge regarding Arcadia that the Apollons have, like, that are notable?
The fall of Arcadia and what caused it is basically the big blind spot. It's like many I don't want to say Roanoke, because anybody who's not an idiot knows what happened to Roanoke, but like it's that kind of thing where people know about its founding and they know about like stuff that went on and what they had, but how it disappeared and fell is the big blind spot. Again, bad example because everybody knows what happened at Roanoke, but
I mean, I don't.
I don't either.
Roanoke was an American colony that was really bad off, and they arrived too late to plant food and stuff, and like they were going to go through a shortage, and also like they didn't have houses built, so they're going to die of cold. And the guy who led the expedition went back to England to get help. He came back, and everybody was gone, and the only thing that was found was everybody was gone, and there was a message carved into a tree that said Croatoan, which was the name of a local Native American tribe they were very friendly with, and also they found a lot of mixed-race children of Native and English descent over there, but nobody knows what happened to Roanoke. They definitely didn't go to live with the Croatoan tribe.
Crazy shit, man.
Somebody has been watching. Let me know.
No, that I learned that in grade school.
I learned it from Tumblr.
Oh, okay, wait. Just so I can clear things up in my head. So the guy that runs this place has been around since the Arcadian Empire fell. But they don't know how the Empire fell.
No, the Apollon Empire doesn't know.
How it fell.
Alright. Okay.
Yes. Guys will say, well...
No, he just has really bad dementia.
I mean, 15,000 years old.
Arcadia? I thought this was Zeng.
How did Arcadia fall? Oh,
What are you talking about, Murphy?
it didn't seem like a big deal at the time, so I kinda forgot to write it down.
Anyway.
Why does it sound like that?
I don't really follow current events too much there, Murphy. You're gonna have to speak up. Arcadia, I never heard of him.
Let me get my listening horn.
Listen up, fat. I don't know what happened to Arcadia.
Listen up, fat.
Anyway, guys is gonna say, well, where I come from, we know some stuff about the ancient Arcadians, but we have very little knowledge on how the civilization actually ended.
One moment. As he kind of looks up for a moment, his eyes loll back a bit, and you can see kind of the little... His eyes kind of roll back a bit in his head in a very disturbing fashion before they come back down as he looks to you and says, I'm afraid a volume on that specific knowledge has been checked out, but you're more than welcome to go and visit the man himself to see if he'll allow you to look through it.
Where can I find them?
He looks down to the kind of civilized area, and his finger kind of traces about as he says, he should be there, as he points to a very craggy looking, almost like it, I hate to say this, it's very blockish and square, almost like a Minecraft house.
Minecraft.
Sorry, you know what? I have a better indication of what I'm trying to say here. You know how the actual like bismuth, you know how actual bismuth rocks look?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
It is a house kind of like that, where like there's just blocks kind of jutting outwards in directions with that kind of iridescent flow to it.
Is it like it? Not obviously not pyramid in shape, but sort of similar style to those South American pyramids.
It's not a straight pyramid. It's a house size, but it has that kind of a blocky, jutting out staircase kind of look to it in many areas.
Okay.
It looks like the kind of house where the guy started making it one way, stopped, started making it another way, and just repeated on end until it was finished.
Oh, yeah.
I will have to warn you, he's a very eccentric fellow.
What's the gentleman's name?
Festus.
Oh, well, thanks for the warning, I suppose.
Oh, the man won't bring any harm to you. We've hardly ever had such incidents in this place for a very, very long time. The last time we ever had to disperse ourselves of a criminal was almost 200 years ago now.
Jeez.
Damn.
I guess everyone really comes together when you have such a limited amount of real estate, so to speak.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Either way, thank you for coming by.
And then thank you for your help.
Oh.
And guys,
Does this observatory have a telescope?
Yeah, they would have a couple of little stands that kind of look outwards.
Cool.
actually,
They're kind of more binoculars than telescopes, but yeah.
I know it is relatively recent, but how did the Star Spawn show was supposedly the Great Creator destroying the... Was it a planet or a star?
It was a planet.
Okay. Showing... Was it just like a vision, or did he point in the direction? I forget if he did that or not.
I believe it was just a vision.
Okay.
Also, it's the middle of the day. There's too much light pollution.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah.
right. It is daytime. Yeah, true.
Okay.
Yeah, guys,
about,
we head to the bismuth house
All right.
to meet the best gem.
Okay, wait. I have one really funny
Really?
picture.
I was expecting more of a reaction when I said that. That was 100% bait.
She's not bad, but she's definitely not the best.
No, yeah.
Is there have they got any spell books in the observatory?
You can't use spellbooks.
Oh shit, you're right.
You're a sorcerer, remember?
I know, whatever.
Yeah, did you just forget that you're the cuck class?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Worst-
I need to
worst
get. I need to.
Hey.
Please, enjoy the succulent meme while I go and get a drink.
Do you have to say succulent?
Yeah,
Is that
I just wasn't lying.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah,
I've casually dropped succulent like twice today, so
in reference to what?
Chinese
To the-
meals.
well, no, American meals because I was talking about turkey.
Like the country?
They do make good food in Turkey.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, dummy, I forgot to go to sleep.
Must be all the genocide.
I can't believe America stole their national food to have a holiday about.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up.
Yeah, fuck America.
You
America
were-
sucks dick.
It's just like Green Day said.
Yeah.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
Man, I can't believe I can't learn from spellbooks. That sucks.
Okay, I'm sorry, but my brain has been broken by the internet because you started singing waffles and I immediately thought of the fucking steamed hams ripoff.
Yeah, exactly! When Skinner, like, puts up his arms and I love that. That fucking kills me.
God bless steamed hams.
Yeah, that's the only good thing to come out of America. Simpsons.
We gotta find out what these Arcadians do for fun.
Jack off.
Well, technically, it's
you can- it's like a-
Surinians?
Listen, alright, I don't... They gotta
It's like
have
a- it's
some
like a-
place they go to chill. I don't believe they've got no Arcadian, like, branded alcoholic
No,
substance,
it's like
okay?
it's like a
Every-
situation where like all fun is banned, and you gotta like
Oh,
institute a
God.
new like.
It's a dry
dance craze.
city.
There's not a single
I-
culture that hasn't invented a kind of alcohol, okay? There's gotta be some Arcadian booze.
I'm just amazed that
The
Scott
Amish?
didn't account
The fucking
for
Amish?
drinking.
I mean, yeah, but they're purposely dry. Are these guys
I mean-
purposely dry salt? Come on.
Weren't
Show me the
there
Arcadian
Amish
booze.
that were like dealing drugs or like working with crystal meth or some shit.
What?
Yeah, that's
I
true.
remember hearing a story about that. There was like a group of like an Amish tribe
Amish mafia?
civilization. Like an Amish, yeah.
Amish mafia.
Making
Jebediah pulls up at your house with the sawn off and kills your kids.
Well, what's
I
the
mean-
fucking-
If nothing else, I prefer the Amish mafia to the furry mafia, at least.
I know.
Okay, well, anyways, so
I think if the Amish pull up in their cart with their breech loading rifle, with their front loading rifle and killed your family, it would at least be pretty funny.
Fire the
That took,
breech
like,
loading
15
rifle
minutes to load.
sideways.
cool.
You know what I mean? They're muskets or whatever.
Yeah, they fire
Yeah.
the muskets sideways.
you folks go ahead and head down to the business house. Has Lyra rejoined with you guys, or?
I think on the observatory.
She was sort of like hanging out on the roof and stuff, and then when she sees she leaves, she's gonna like, I don't know. These guys probably have it in hand. She's gonna go off and, I don't know, find whatever these Arcadians do for fun.
They're not Arcadians. This place is called Cirrus, you motherfucker.
Okay, find what Cirrasians do for fun. There's gotta be something, right?
I think it would
What's
be
that?
Siren. I think Siren would be the demonym for it.
Syrian?
Siren.
Syrian.
No, Syrian. That's cat.
It's just Syrian.
I hate you guys so much.
What's wrong with it being
Love us.
Syrian?
You
I mean,
love us.
it's good kebabs, right?
True.
Boy, I can go for a good kebab right now.
Same, actually.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
what do these serious people do for fun? There's gotta be something.
He's so serious.
God. I don't know. What do people do for fun?
Well, what's the
Drink.
culture inspired by? Just find whatever those people do, and then use that.
Massive orgies.
Yeah, show me the serious
Well,
orgy house.
Maybe regular-sized orgies, because they're massive by default.
You can see there's kind of like it's kind of like an outdoor gymnasium of a couple of people like practicing archery, whatever the fuck you call bocce ball and shit like that. There's a mofo in a little pool who's doing laps back and forth. There's a lot of people, getting swole, doing fitness.
Oh, sick. Lyra's gonna take her clothes off and jump in the pool.
All of them?
I mean, how dressed is everyone else?
They have like bathing suits on.
Okay, well, Lyra will strip down to her skivvies then and jump in the pool.
Okay, I was about to say, like, Jesus Christ, you just came
I
to
don't
this
know.
culture. You just came to this culture and you're going with
Yeah,
a coochie
but like,
out.
the Romans did it naked, so I assume that
Yeah.
Lyra would be used to that. Do the Apollons do it naked too?
Well, their
Should.
base culture is the Arcadians, which are Egyptians. I don't think the Egyptians did stuff naked.
The Egyptians loved getting naked.
They fucked a lot. They did a lot of stuff naked.
Okay,
You-
whatever.
you
What,
I
what
tried
is
to
your basis
baby
for
suits
assuming
don't
that
go
the
back very
Egyptians didn't do stuff naked?
Okay, whatever.
It's fine. She's in her skivvies and she's jumping in the water and just swimming around, having a good time because it's been ages since she's been swimming.
Yeah, there's a lovely little time you have in the pool, splashing about like a little fish.
Yeah. She's gonna. I guess she'll ask the guys if they have bars on Cirrus.
One of the there's a bullywug in there with you, which is probably the weirdest out there thing you've seen there. Who just his little throat thing inflates a bit before he talks, and he goes, "Well, you could ask anybody if they'll serve you, but we don't really have a place for it specifically. Everybody just makes their own."
Oh.
Bullywugs are the frog people, the really
Yeah.
short ones.
Oh,
Okay. Well, that's cool.
is he gonna say
Thank
you've
you.
only achieved in ruffling my attire?
No, that's Tom Kench is a catfish.
Close enough.
Oh, I should have made him
Different.
Cajun. Actually, never mind.
You've
whatever.
only succeeded.
Stand by
in
the
ruffling
bayou.
my attire.
Lyra will spend a few hours like swimming around and challenging the other people to like swimming races and stuff.
Give me 3 athletics checks.
Cool. What's that one? What's that anime gif where the guy like jumps in the water and he's like
Oh God, I know what you're
splashing
talking about.
around?
Oh,
How'd
Golden.
you like my swimming?
Yeah, it's gonna be that.
You're literally amphibian. You should be good at this sort of thing.
Well, I know, but just because she has a 30 feet swim speed doesn't mean she's actually like fast. If it's coming down to athletics.
She's fast, but the technique leaves something to be desired.
Sloppy.
Slothy.
You get a bit of a second wind, and by the end of it, manage to finish 4th out of 8 people, which middle of the road, not the worst you could have done, but you definitely have a lot to learn. You do feel slightly cheated by the fact that some of the participants are giants, and therefore them touching the end of the pool is a lot easier than it is for
I was
you.
just about to say, like, shouldn't the scale of this pool be, like, much larger than anything that...
God, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, how
people
big is this pool?
It's a big pool, but
For me?
something in the back of your head says that maybe it isn't the best time to bring this up. It won't stop you, but maybe it's not the best time to talk about inequality in a place you're going to be there for 24 hours.
I mean, I think pool size is like not a very large thing to get ticked off about.
No, see,
Yeah.
look, we stay here for 24 hours, and when we leave, the place is descended into a classist, racial uprising of the small folk, realizing that they're being inherently discriminated against by a city that's designed for people much larger than them.
Question: What is the average size of these giants?
I think giants are like, God, I
10?
are like,
They're
no,
10
50
something.
they're like 15 feet, I think, at like bare minimum. The cloud giants are like the biggest ones.
The smallest giants are hill giant, which are like just medium, I think. No, large.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hill
so
giant-
using the ratio of average human height to an Olympic
Hill
size
giants are
swimming pool,
16 feet tall.
If we're assuming that this is an equivalent proportional Olympic-sized swimming pool for giants, it would be roughly 430 feet long.
Oh my god.
No wonder Lyra got fucking tuckered out trying to do a lap.
No, Lyra's just really out of shape.
Yeah, that too.
Tapeworm.
Yeah, it's a tapeworm.
The tapeworm's whispering to her how to be bad at swimming, and she's taking it as good advice.
The tapeworm's weighing her down.
Actually, I think stone giants are the tallest ones, but they're really lanky.
Surely aren't
no,
cloud giants the biggest?
No, it's storm giants. Storm giants
Oh,
are
yeah.
26 feet tall.
Anyway, does Gaius get to the bismuth house?
Right, sorry. So you and your little entourage make it to the house eventually, where you can see. Well, it's you, Beatrix, and Harriet, isn't it?
I thought they were heading to the observatory.
So, like,
they were
they
with
would
you,
have
weren't they?
they would have got there as you guys were like walking out.
Okay.
So they then would have followed you afterwards.
Okay.
You
You can
So-
still go to the observatory if you want.
Well, I'm mostly just looking around. Well,
Fair enough.
we are.
Observatories for queers.
You sure? I'm sure Viola would leap at the chance of all the esoteric knowledge in there.
I'm sure she would, but she can.
Is
only
the
see-
shadow self just seething in the, with it?
Yeah,
with,
pretty
like, arms?
much.
It's standing in the
Sounds like-
corner like that angry black kid saying, "Why the fuck everything gotta cost money?"
Yes. She's like
So
arms
me.
crossed, like glaring at Harriet.
Man, there's so
Because
many
she really
fucking
wants to
books
go.
I could be reading right now. It's hot.
Jokes
My
on
feet
her,
hurt.
She can only be
I
within
could be
30
reading right
feet.
now.
Yeah. So when you get to the house proper, there is kind of like a. This is a really bad pull. You know, in Shrek, where he has that little rock outcropping for Fiona, and
But
he puts the bark over it to be the door for her. That's basically the best semblance of a door this thing has, where it's just like a thin sheet of rock that's kind of layered over the front.
This does not
Guy-
seem very structurally sound.
Gaius will knock on the door.
I'm going over there. Just give me a second.
Oh
you
my
can hear
God.
very faintly on the other side as the door is very easily moved aside by this long, ashy-looking hand. As this kind of gray-skinned, sooty-looking fellow with a charcoal dark beard and kind of a few little embers at the end of his hairline. What little of it he has left. This guy's looks like every 40-year-old man with a receding hairline going through a bad divorce all at once.
Would you say he looks ashy?
Someone needs moisturizer.
What?
Well, you said he had embers, so.
What about him?
making... Never. Go on.
Anyways,
I liked it, Knife. Don't worry.
he
Yeah.
looks to all of you and says, "What are y'all?" He kind of like swallows vomit in his mouth and goes, "What's going on?"
Oh, I like this guy.
Mr. Festus?
That was me.
Hi, my name is Gaius Fresius.
I don't know you anything.
No, you don't. Me and my compatriots here just recently arrived, and I was hoping to read up on the fall of Arcadia, and I was told that you have a book regarding that topic currently checked out from the library.
Arcadia? Everybody knows that place was fake. He very unsubtly scratches his crotch in front of you.
Yeah, he's an Arcadia denier. Nice. These guys must be like the flat earthers of Cirrus society.
Is that why you have that tome to help prove your theory?
He scratches his chin again and looks down and says,
Did he scratch his nuts in his chin
What?
with the same hand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
he's nasty.
He's a disaster.
Oh, he's a disaster bisexual, just like me.
He looks up like he's getting his train of thought and then forgetting it a few times every few seconds as he says, "What are you here for again? Wait, why are you so damn small?"
Wait, how tall is he?
small?
Is he? I'm assuming he's
Yeah,
a giant.
Yeah,
Gaia.
he's a fire giant in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah, Gaius, why are you so small?
Well, I'm a
Little-
human. We all tend to be this size.
Little manlet.
He kind of like bends down closer to the ground. You can already feel that he's like crouched inside to do this.
Oh,
As he looks at you.
don't lower yourself for my account. It's fine.
No, he's like inspecting you as he goes.
Oh, okay. Well, guys is still
Damn.
gonna say that. Not
Damn,
knowing
you
that
must have
he's-
cut your legs off when you were little just to stunt your growth. Real fucked up what they do down there.
Yes. Anyway, as I was saying, I was told you have a tome regarding Arcadia and its fall. I was wondering if I might be able to borrow it for a short period of time to read.
As long as you don't steal any of my stuff, I guess you can take a look around. Just...
Wouldn't dream of it.
What about your buddies out there? They coming in too? I didn't clean the place up or anything.
Guy's gonna look at Beatrix and Harriet. I only said Beatrix and Viola. And just sort of like cock his head. It's like, you guys coming in or?
Like in unison, both Harriet and Viola like shake their head in tandem.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll come in and help you. I have a feeling you might need, someone to give you a boost to high shelves.
Okay, you don't need to rub it in. I'm not Christmas.
He looks over to you, Beatrix, and he goes, "Damn, that one's even smaller."
Well, hey, Harriet's right there and could kick his ass.
Has he just not noticed Harriet because she's so small?
You will remember that.
He was talking to Beatrix.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that.
Okay.
Like, has he just not noticed Harriet?
He
Yeah.
hasn't got his glasses on.
I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah, he'll head inside after him.
So you head inside. I want to change the music, but I don't know what to.
something from Final Fantasy.
You're right.
Do something from Cave Story. That's got a flying island city thing.
Do something from Grand Blue Fantasy. It's literally all flying islands.
Yeah, no,
And it's also composed
Google-
by Nobuo Uematsu. So it's literally just Final Fantasy music.
Fundoshi Song.
So you head into his house, which is. It definitely feels like he didn't account for his own size when he built it, because he is kind of huddled and crouched up, knees hiked to his chest in the corner, kind of looking around. You can see there are bookshelves, but they have scorched bits, incomplete kind of shelves to them. Some of the books are kind of burnt at the ends, and most of them lay empty because and most of the books are laying on the ground in piles rather than on the shelves themselves. There is a forge very far down the end that is currently unlit right now, and you can see kind of just laying on the ground is one of those those like really long big pigs.
There's just a pig there.
Yeah, just living there. In case it wasn't clear, this guy lives like a fucking disaster.
I thought you were going to say like a pig.
No.
Yeah, it's just to really hammer the metaphor home. He has a literal pig.
The pig is a metaphor.
Turns out this guy's just subletting. It's the pig's house.
Can it please be the pig's house?
It's the pig's Airbnb.
The pig's an Airbnb. The pig actually owns 30% of real estate on Cirrus, so
Yeah, the pig's a landlord.
he's kind of a big pig in the real estate business.
We will raise our children as Maoists and kill this pig.
This literal capitalist pig.
Yeah. So he already seems to be kind of forgetting your presence in here as he takes off this other shelf closer to him one of several kind of prisms, very crystalline in nature, as he's glancing at it and examining it with a jeweler's glass sized up to that of a giant.
Cool.
Guys will just suddenly cough. The book regarding Arcadia's fall?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, Murphy. It's in one of those piles over there.
He could be Murphy.
Gaius goes to correct him, but then just thinks better of it. What's the name of the book in question?
It's probably got Arcadia in it. I don't know.
Creator, give me strength. Guys are gonna go over to the piles that
You feel
indicated.
distinctly for some reason that God is not smiling down upon you where you are. You're in the shadow of the other now.
This is the closest thing to whatever. Anyway, yeah, guys, gonna go over to the
This
pile.
is the real below place.
I will help Gaius go through the pile.
Alright, make
Question:
a...
Are the book people-sized or are they giant-sized?
It kind of fluctuates.
Okay.
I will help with the giant-sized books in particular.
Make a investigation check at advantage, whichever one of you.
What's your intelligence
investigation?
score?
I have a -1 to investigation.
I guess I'll make the check then.
Yeah. That might be.
I've got a whole ass 0.
Well, it's better than -1.
Yeah, after some digging through the books, a couple of them seem to be local history. You do turn over one book that actually is written by Festus that seems the oldest of all of them, but it has nothing to do with Arcadia, so I don't know if you keep that in the back of your mind or whatnot,
Well,
but
Guys is basically making two piles. One of books he doesn't care about, and the other one is like those ones that seem to be about the history of the local history of this place. And
Sure.
after a moment's consideration, he also puts the book. Does it have a title or the one by Festus?
That one is... Oh god, I have to come up with the title off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, if nothing else, just give me a topic. Like what's it
Basically,
actually on?
it looks very academic in nature. Investigations into arcane storage. A thesis on Arcadian subspace, Volume 1.
I'm gonna start browsing through that.
Gaius is gonna, like, as he's reading over it, just sort of turn to Festus and just go, Arcadian subspace?
What? Didn't I tell you Arcadia ain't real?
Sure. I'm gonna start reading.
What about this? Okay.
So, as you open it up, there is a kind of a drawn portrait of someone who resembles Festus in the same sense that in the same sense that a chimp walking upright resembles a man, so to speak. What?
Does this book have a published date on it?
No, it does not.
Well,
What is a man? An upright chimp.
like very prim looking, trimmed beard. He has kind of almost like a Hades style, full head of glowing effervescent flame behind him, compared to, the guy you're currently sharing a room with.
I think this guy's looking for a girlfriend.
he's a bit past that point.
No, these books are actually.
Actually, no, that's what the pig's for, obviously. He's like
okay, no, he would never. I am offended on his behalf.
Hang on, what if it's an awakened pig, huh? Then it's fine.
Awakened?
Yeah, like the spell.
We're not doing this.
What if it's a person just illusioned to look like a pig?
Yeah, what if it's a fucking werepig?
Where pigs don't actually turn into pigs, I think. I think they just turn into, like, pig men.
Oh, well,
we're not doing
boring.
No, I think they can have a hybrid form.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so you're a coward for not allowing pig fucking. Let's continue.
Anyways, you were reading through the book, yes?
Yes.
So, again, in complete contrast to the man you're speaking to, there is a lot of kind of academic and kind of integrated magic talk in here that is probably a little hard for you to parse. Roll a Arcana check to see if you understand what the hell they're talking about.
Before you say anything, I would not be any use here. I don't have anything on Arcana.
You're also not there.
You're also swimming in a pool at the moment, aren't you?
No, I know, but like, in case anyone says, damn, I wish we had Lyra here. Not that anyone ever would.
Gaius is going to make the check because I think the -1 accurately represents him reading over Beatrix's shoulder.
Sure. So, you are able to kind of glean from it. There is something here talking about basically a folding of space that was understood by the Arcadians that basically managed them to use it similar to a bag of holding, but on a subplane level that they were able to have access to at any given point. So Arcadians could, for example, have food storages in there and things wouldn't, spoil at the same rate because of the time dilation between the two planes. They could hold things that weren't needed at any given point in there and then have more space elsewhere. A lot of this is a lost art from what you're understanding from this, but Festus was at some point looking into rediscovering the technique and theorizing on how it is done.
What's Festus doing at the moment?
Probably poking in the fire right now.
Guys, is just gonna call that. Excuse me, Festus.
Huh? You're still here?
Yeah. There's quite a lot of books, including this one by yourself. This dissertation on subspace. Did
He
you?
reaches across the room and plucks it out of your hands and takes a look at it.
Did you ever have any further developments on that topic, or?
He looks over it with less the general callousness that he's had before, and more the look of somebody straining to remember something as he blinks and kind of furrows his brow before shaking his head and says, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
No, never mind. And guys will go back to looking through the pile for the book he's actually looking for.
Yeah, you managed to find a book on Arcadia with that 16 from before.
Geist is gonna find, like... He's gonna look for some sort of surface, and then probably realizing that it's all giant-sized, like, find a couple of the bigger books to basically use as, like, a desk as he sits down, and... So he, like, sort of sets up a little station where it's the book, and then he pulls out his, like, scroll case, and takes a blank scroll and starts basically, like, copying down what's in the book.
Sure.
While he's reading it. So he'll read like a spread, like a 2-page spread or so, and then go back and start writing it down.
So basically, this one, as you read through this, it basically starts at point where Arcadia is in growing conflict with Falcidia. There is a lot of attempts at peace talks that have been rejected by the Falcidians, given through transcripts of letters, among other things, but for the longest point, Mirage attempted neutrality with them. Eventually, after a communication that essentially made it clear the Falcidians were going to invade, Mirage pleaded the help of Shesha, who unfortunately denied him on the basis that Shesha's oath was to protect all of humanity and not just Arcadia. Therefore, the dragons would not be participating in the conflict.
Look, we're protecting everyone, so we're just going to let you all die.
Look, the point is it's from extraplanar threats, okay? Anyways, essentially, the war begins, and while the Arcadians do have the home field advantage at the time, the issue is that the Witch Queen was also a servant of Kharizdun, and as such was able to manage powers far beyond what one would imagine a mortal army capable of. Eventually, at a certain point, when Mirage thought that the country was lost and it would be prudent of him to awaken at a time after the Falcidians had gone, the final days of Arcadia are detailed out in front of you as the tomb was created through vast technological means to create it quickly, not only to serve as a tomb for Mirage, but to also manage a small subspace plane similar to what you'd been reading about before that could save a great number of the populace, aside from the ones that left to create Cirrus and those who had already long abandoned the country. Unfortunately, due to the machinations of the Witch Queen through information it is not known how she was able to find, the subspace plane collapsed and the citizens were lost into some extraplanar void, never to be seen again, while Mirage was brought into stasis.
Did they perhaps turn into plant zombies?
That is as far as the knowledge goes in this volume. Everything else is essentially detailing fallout from the incident, how the Falcidian Empire eventually destroyed itself when the Witch Queen could no longer sustain her already very elongated, unnatural life, and eventually, on that same ground, the Apollan Empire would eventually be born.
Wait, specific. So wait, this book goes into enough detail that I'll like.
Well,
cover enough-
you know that at a certain point it becomes
Yeah.
the Apollon Empire.
Okay, yeah,
rather.
but this book doesn't mention the Apollon Empire.
No,
Okay, right.
because the Apollon Empire is only 500 years old. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, oh wow, that's the fucking good up to date record if they had got the Apollons in here. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, once Gaius is done copying that one, he'll copy enough relevant passages from the Festus's book to sort of.
I'm already taking notes on all that shit.
Oh, awesome! Just to make sure the stuff about subplanes makes sense. Gaius is now, given the amount of books here, Gaius is going to look for any that specifically detail Mirage's life.
Sure, make another investigation check.
Oh, God, thank God.
Hey, so you are able to find a book that is pretty detailed looking in regards to Mirage. Not a full biography, but a very good kind of available knowledge on the life and rulership of Mirage, starting from the arrival and subsequent war against the Roans, leading all the way into Stasis and the tomb itself.
Before he dives too deeply into it, he flicks through it first to see if there's any, like, obviously not pictures, but like illustrations of Mirage or anyone else. And if so, to see if there's any portrait illustrations of Khalid, as he was known in the time.
Yeah. In a good decent amount of the way into the book, you are able to find a picture of what is essentially Mirage, Khalid, and Sheisha, all kind of in equidistant, neutral pose, looking out over the sun coming up in the far distance. Kind of more of a artistic picture, but yeah. Khalid does have the same stunning resemblance to...
Is Mirage just Gaius but black?
No.
But Khalid,
It's actually blue.
you can look at it and go, oh, that looks like Claudius. Just by the sort of artistic touch to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does Mirage look like?
Yeah.
Damn.
Innocence.
He's doing like the gay SpongeBob hand.
Please imagine a darker skinned version of this picture.
Please.
Okay.
Damn, he kind of cute though.
Yes, this
Samuel, ask-
this not ancient
What are your
Egyptian
pronouns?
figure looks like this white man, except if he was black.
I mean, yes.
Anyway, guys is gonna once again sort of try and get Festus's attention from whatever he's doing. You've mentioned how Arcadia is fake. If that's the case, you wouldn't have any need for this obviously false account of its ruler, would you? And he's gonna hold up the book.
He looks down to you, and after a moment of kind of processing through it,
No, I compensate you if you wish.
You gonna try and steal their book, guys?
Well, he's literally saying he'll pay him for it. How is that stealing?
Because it belongs to the arc.
If you think about it, commerce is the biggest theft of all.
But it doesn't belong to. He's just borrowing it, remember? From the library.
Okay,
Mirage
but
book.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay. Cool, don't worry then.
Mirage and two, even if he was, this is like pretty solid evidence that fucking Claudius is an immortal asshole, which is sort of a good thing to have.
True.
Sort of a good
May
little
also
thing
be
to
bad
have
for your health. May also be. It might be bad for your health, though.
Everybody,
Well, I
look
mean-
at this book I got from a giant. It has a portrait of Claudius, but it's from 1510.
What? Where did you get it? There's a kingdom above the clouds, and there's giant whales that they ride around on, and
Stop laughing at me.
Why are you putting me in straitjacket?
stop! I didn't pee my pants. I didn't.
Look.
I
just
know
saying,
what you're trying to say. It's just funny to make fun of him. Okay.
Is he gonna let me buy his book?
I don't care.
Buy the book.
Uh,
Buy the bloody book.
God
Oh,
damn
yeah.
it! He is just Uncle Barry, isn't he?
Is he
I
gonna
don't
get
know
on
these
the-
blokes.
I've never seen you before. But you seem like a
Okay,
10.
Biscuits is dementia's
washed up
acting
as
up.
being an actor.
Turn into
I-
the
I
family
was gonna-
chariot.
Yeah, guys is gonna take the book.
Alright.
How do you spell Mirage's name again?
Marajaj. Anything else you would like to get accomplished in here?
Yeah, Gaius is basically just gonna spend the rest of the time doing the same thing he did with the book on Arcadia's Fall, which is just like finding books pertaining to stuff that the Apollon Empire has gaps in their knowledge of Arcadia, and like basically copying that information.
Yeah,
Are you being a spy?
No,
The
he's being a historian.
the rest of the books are, let's say, a little less salacious in their knowledge. It's more like daily lifestyle and like, you know, agriculture and things they did for fun and whatnot. But still, knowledge you didn't have before.
Oh, is there a map of ancient Arcadia?
I would say yes, but I don't have one to give you, so just
Okay.
pretend in your brain.
Well, guys,
Okay,
will,
let's all play
uh,
make believe.
Yeah, crazy idea.
Literally what
that
we're
in
doing right
D&D.
now.
Gaius will make a copy of that in particular, and then actually before that, even just looking at it on the page, he's gonna take his copy of the map of Mirage's tomb and a map of contemporary Arcadia and compare the three to see if he can find where Mirage's tomb is.
I swear there was a thing that already had you guys figure it out, but I could be wrong.
I mean, like, not like how to get to it, because I think we know how to get to it. I'm just saying, like, in relation to
What
Arcadia,
ancient
where he-
Arcadian like location
Yeah.
would be in?
yeah, was he buried in like the like where he was, where his tomb is, like in the capital, or what was once the capital, or like a
What
minor.
street's he buried on? What's it? What's his address? What's his postcode?
He's buried on 23rd and Main. It's like New York. The streets are numbered.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's it is a more. It is a bit of a distance from the capital, probably due in fact to the part that this was not only a tomb to hide him in, but also to hide a good amount of the populace. Therefore, it would be prudent to keep it out of where people would want to look for it.
Yeah,
I see.
fair enough. He'll also make a note of any like settlements that haven't been rediscovered in contemporary times.
Yeah, there is one giant on the map. There is one drawing of a really big giant sandworm. You don't know if it's
Boy.
there for flavor or not. It's like those old sailing maps that just had serpents on them because, like, fuck it, I don't know, maybe.
Could be.
And
Hey Festus, is this picture of a giant sandworm on the Arcadian map just for flavor, or is that being literal?
You know that face that Shrek makes where he's like,
I don't, but I get the idea. Oh yeah. In that case, from that point, Gaius is going to try and look for a book on Arcadian wildlife.
Yeah, he has an extensive collection, but not that extensive, unfortunately. You were not able to find one as you're looking through.
Right.
Well, not to mention, you were gonna get dropped off at the tomb exactly anyways, so unless you guys like to dawdle around outside the tomb, you'll probably be fine.
I mean,
Wildlife
Damon's
inside.
last word.
Dawdling? I've never dawdled in my life.
Yeah, there's a giant worm inside the tomb that goes, may I see your ID, please?
You got a
No.
license for
I
that.
see your passport.
Return the slab.
You need to show me your passport to continue.
No, it's like the
There's
Alaskan
just a
bull
fucking
one.
customs check inside the tomb.
Business
Turns
and
out-
pleasure.
Turns out the Arcadians didn't disappear, they just moved underground. There's a thriving
became bureaucrat.
civilization after the
Just like
Arcadian mole people.
mall
Um,
people. What did you say?
No, mole people, but they could be mole people.
The Mall of Arcadia.
Guys, he's gonna turn to Beatrix and just go, "Are you done here, V? I
Sure.
want to get another look at the library
Yeah. No.
back
go ahead.
upstairs." Mr. Festus,
Yeah?
thank you for your time. We'll be going now.
He scratches
They-
his beard and goes, you didn't steal nothing, did you?
Nothing at all.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Guys, it will leaving 5 gold coins for to make himself feel better, if nothing else, about taking the book.
You head out the door after leaving the coins out on the table, and you can see the pig get up from its nap and walk over to where you put the coins and just very lazily lick its tongue out and start eating them one by one.
What the fuck?
Can we take this?
Everything. Like, I'm not
I
even...
want to take this. I want to take this pig with
I
us.
know that pigs eat fucking everything. It's just the fact that it's
No,
like, oh,
yeah,
money.
No, wait, guys. That's why his
Truly
life so
he's-
crap was the pig. The pig kept eating all his money.
Truly, he is a capitalist all along.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
Anyway, yeah.
See, I was just
guy-
gonna assume that this guy's been raising his pig on, chocolate coins.
That's
That's-
valid.
Woo!
Wait,
Coins.
when I asked about the book on Arcadian history, did the guy in the library say that it was just that it had been checked out, or that it was overdue?
Checked out.
Okay.
Are you stealing a library book?
No, the one he took was from Festus's collection, the one that
Yes.
is still
Sorry.
there.
Yeah.
Yo,
Also, you say
Having
took the
fun
one
hard.
that I gave him money for, that he's picked decided.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
use.
I didn't mean take, like, stole. I just meant, like, from
Yeah.
his possession to yours.
When they get back to the library, guys is going to greet the elf again and ask if they have any books on Arcadian wildlife.
Okay. Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything? I feel like I'm giving Knife everything here.
Sure, I'm gonna go look for
He's
Jim
the
to
main
see if
character. Go ahead.
to see how many people I can outlift.
You head down to the same fitness center that Elira's on, where there are quite a lot of giants who definitely look like they could bench press your entire lineage.
I mean, sure, but there's gotta be some that are weak ass bitch babies.
Oh, so you're specifically looking for people you can beat. Well, that's not as impressive.
Well, no, I'm not gonna look for someone that has like weeded alarms. That's obviously going there for their first day, and like shout. I'm just gonna like.
Are you gonna go there and be a chat? Are you gonna get some mock people?
I'm gonna see how much I can lift and how well that stacks up to anyone else, or like what the upper limit of this place is. Like how they've got how gyms have like machines that
Yeah.
go up to a
They
certain
stack.
limit. And it's like, yeah, I want to see what percentage I can get down before I start, pulling a muscle.
Yeah, there's a couple of folks who definitely seem a little more on your level. Still above it, but closer.
I mean, I'm assuming at the very least, like, the elves aren't going to be able to lift as much as me.
Oh
Yeah.
no, the elves can lift the most.
Yeah, look.
They're
Yeah,
surprisingly
The
jacked elves.
elves are walking around on their fists like Mugshot from Sly Cooper.
No, they've all got anchor arms.
keep referencing Mugshot?
Because he's a funny character design.
If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Just belly like a whole beat of silence, like
Yeah, that devious Raccoonimacus was nice pictures, but way too many words.
God, Mugshot is great.
Hey Sanzaru, please give that license back to somebody who actually wants to make a 5th Sly Cooper game.
Please, for the love of God.
Anyways, yeah, make 3 athletics rolls.
You know, I think she's gonna do. Nope.
Yep.
No.
No, okay, sorry. Last one is made at disadvantage. You sprained something lifting that one.
Oof.
I mean, I was actually just gonna do that because it rolls with advantage.
Yeah. I'm saying that one's gonna be at a little. No, just roll a 3rd time. We'll take the first result on each one. That's the way I usually do it.
God
yeah,
damn.
Despite the crick in your neck from overlifting that one bit, you managed to do a bit of a impressionableness with everybody. They do the / make it rain emote at all of you.
Again, even when I roll a natural 1, I still get a 12,
Oh my god.
which, you know, is higher
Why
than,
don't
like, the average for someone with +0 strength or +1 strength.
How are you getting a 12?
Because I have +11. I have +5
Oh,
strength. I have
yeah,
+5 strength
yeah.
and expertise in athletics.
I forgot about proficiency
Why
and
are
stuff.
we even around Beatrix? We should just like let her fight every fight.
Well,
I
for the
agree, let's do that.
non-strength stuff, assumedly.
Gaim? What's a gaim?
Yeah, you need me for, you know... My one weakness is, you know, charisma and intelligence, which... Actually, I think I still have the highest intelligence of the group at 11.
I think so too. Yeah, no, you're matching Christmas. Actually, no, you beat Christmas.
It's
And then you got Lyra for the charisma.
Yeah, that's why we keep you two around, for the charisma. Basically, Christmas and Beatrix together, only 2 people we need.
Yeah, exactly. That's the new duo. Because everybody else gets shit fucked.
So, yeah, in regards to Gaius, you get a rough acclimation of some of the wildlife. It's a lot of standard desert fare. There's some roadrunners. There's desert snakes and whatnot. There's
Wait, are there any coyotes chasing the roadrunners and trying to set up numerous traps for them?
Are there coyotes in actual deserts?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
where the
then yeah,
fuck do you think
yes.
coyotes come from?
I'm talking about like full-on deserts. I'm not talking about like just, you know.
I mean, if not
Dusty
coyotes,
areas.
it's definitely like
Dingoes.
wild dogs and stuff.
Yeah, like you get African wild dogs, which like
Yeah.
they live in desert.
Yeah, that's what they call me in
Or
high school.
hyenas.
Wait, when you say legitimate deserts, what do you mean? Because coyotes are native to North America.
Okay, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. what
I
I'm saying,
assume she
okay?
means like desert as in like sand dunes as opposed to like a sub-desert which has like savanna.
Yeah. Sorry, not savannas, deserts is what I was meaning. Anyways, this is unimportant. There are in fact giant sandworms, but they are rarer populous. They do not reproduce often, and normally they tend to stick to the outskirts of Arcadia.
Does it mention any weaknesses they may have? And or how
there
they
is-
can be killed?
There is just a bold print underlined, do not engage in combat and escape area as soon as possible.
What's its
Which means we're gonna
weaknesses?
fight it.
Running away. That's not very helpful.
I don't know what I expected.
I'm sorry to tell you that giant purple sandworms are what, CR 18 at least?
Yeah, they're pretty high.
They are purple worms are challenge rating 15. A little above your pay grade, guys. I'm afraid to say.
Nah, we could take him.
Nah, he just looks big. We'll show him.
Hey, question: what are these? Are these basically purple sandworms from June,
Yes.
or are they like okay?
Yes.
They don't have
They're-
eyes or anything, or like horns,
Yeah. Or sorry, I guess graboids is probably a better comparison, but yeah.
That's fair.
Listen, if
Are
you
you,
have a desert
sure?
that-
Are you sure they don't have? Are you sure they don't have eyes or horns or anything?
if you don't have giant sandworms in your desert in your fantasy setting, are you really making a giant desert?
Yeah. No, that's fair. I'm just asking
Experts say
because
no.
if they did, then they would be one-horned, one-eyed, giant purple people eaters.
Shut the fuck up.
Purple worms are a psyop.
Damn.
Yeah, Christmas, you are on hand as Freya. Oh god, I didn't even say her name before, but her name's Freya, so whatever.
Oh my god.
Well, she would introduce herself to you eventually. You are kind of doing her assistant work with her, taking measurements, getting materials for her, and watching her work as all sorts of clientele are kind of coming through the door right now, and you can kind of get a view on the fashion up here that goes between kind of mostly bulkier, thicker fabrics to accommodate the cold and altitude, but also sometimes warmer weather stuff for when the sun is especially beating down. After a few hours of work, Freya has kind of gone back to organizing the shop as she looks down to you and says, so, I have to ask, why exactly are you interested in the arts of making fashion?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I wear these like bandages to cover some scars. So I'm used to like people like looking at me weird, judging me. I came from very like humble upbringings, and I never really could afford like good clothes. It's mostly just like hand-me-downs and stuff I like scrounge together. So this is a system I've kind of always been interested in, like in a way. Like I've seen like in my travels like really fancy people with like intricate clothings, and I was like, wow, maybe one day I could be like that. And you know, it just sort of happened.
Not so horny. Sorry, continue.
I mean, they go hand in hand.
What is love, but not? I mean, what is horny, but not the physical expression of love?
Where was I? Oh yeah, Christmas was being depressed that he's poor.
Yeah.
Where, I just kind of hope that maybe one day I look a little better. You know, maybe I'd be a little more richer, and I could, you know, just look.
Maybe I'd accidentally roll on the wild magic table and grow a couple inches.
That's Christmas's long game. He's gonna keep hoping you roll enough to make him grow.
Into a Chad.
Christmas would like fucking nut if he grew like 3 inches. But yeah,
He would grow. He would grow 3 inches, or his dick would grow 3 inches.
both. But then yeah, that's basically it. I've never really had much, and I hope to look a little better now.
Hmm. Well, I shall relinquish unto you this then to help you on your journey. She reaches up for a very high shelf and pulls down for you a spool and a golden needle that she says, now, I understand you may want to rely mostly upon your own talents, but let's have this help you along for a while now, yes? As she relinquishes some weaver's tools to you.
Oh wow, this is
Doesn't Christmas already have them?
These ones are magic.
Dope.
well, thank you, Freya. You're being really kind for someone you just met a little while ago.
What can I say? You have been very helpful.
So these are the ones that are higher item level. They've got materia slots.
Yeah.
Chris just jumps and jam into it and just sews time together.
Yeah, so basically the way these work is whenever you have to make a roll using these, you will use double your proficiency bonus instead.
Ooh, fancy
Okay.
boy!
Wow, it's like guys rolling intimidation.
So at this point, can Lyra have like, I don't know, talked her way into some booze off one of the people she met at the gym, and she's just like sat at the side with a cocktail, cheering on some particularly buff giants as they go
Yeah.
about their lifting. You know, in Legally Blonde, where Elle's like watching the people play
Wow.
play football.
Their alcohol is like really high alcohol content. Like this shit burns when you drink it, though.
Yeah, baby.
I thought it was gonna be like Lyra turns into a gym bro. She just comes back and she's a massive jock.
She'd be the scrawniest gym bro ever.
No, she's like a gym rat. She's just doing. She's like a little Gaines goblin.
Hey guys!
I need to remember to make the Gaines Goblin a side character whenever I run a D&D session next.
The Gaines goblin. He's after your protein powder.
He steals your gains.
Oh no, my reps.
Hey, question. The observatory is like one of more or less the highest point on the island, right? Apart from like where the king hangs out.
The observatory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, wait, yeah. Would during the course of all the reading, would Gaius have learnt that the king has been around since the fall of Arcadia?
I think one of the people you were talking with said that to you. Oh no, that was just Christmas. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, because
If you're
was
going
prob-
around asking people, yeah, you would probably learn that eventually.
okay.
You have basically, because you have a limited time frame here, I don't want to screw you out of information. So, you know.
Well, then Gaius would ask to see the king above the clouds.
You get a kind of awkward reaction to that, but one of the giants, Lixine says, I'll speak with someone on your behalf. Just wait here.
I bet you he's a mummified corpse.
So you wait for a moment,
Like
and
the God
Valkyr,
Emperor.
Yeah.
Valkyr comes back to join you as he says, well, is this all you then? Or are you waiting for your friends to come and join you? You're not exactly going to get this opportunity twice.
Yeah, Gaius would, I guess, let the others know in case they
Waiting
were
for full
interested.
party. Matchmaking.
Yeah, waiting for full party.
Matchmaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lyra's just gonna stumble up in her swimming costume and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah, her big foodie dingling hanging out.
Please, Salt!
Come on.
So,
That's not a you joke. That's a
hey
Irene
guys,
joke.
don't be horny. Also, Salt.
Luckily,
funny
I
when I
didn't,
do it.
I didn't hear
Fucking
it, so
food
I have
dick.
no idea what the fuck you people are talking about. Don't repeat it.
It's funny when I do
Don't
it.
worry, you'll hear it in the recording.
Listen, if I do it, it's funny. If I don't do it, it's not funny. This is a very simple thing.
All right. Anyway,
I'm
yeah.
gonna show up like wearing
Okay.
an oversized towel, like a cloak.
Gaius is just gonna look from Lyra to Beatrix and just go, is there a dress code that I'm not aware of?
I was at the
It's
gym.
funny you should. It's funny you should say that because Christmas comes in wearing an oversized giant costume with like a giant hoodie where he looks like Grim from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It's just like flowing, like spilling onto the ground.
Nice threads, Christmas.
Thanks, you too.
Huh? Oh, this old thing, I just threw it on for the occasion. She does like a little twirl and sprays pool water everywhere.
Okay, yep, that's definitely chlorine in my mouth.
They even have chlorine at this point in time. Surely
don't
they
know.
could just use magic. Surely they could use prestidigitation to keep pool water clean, right? That clean shit.
I don't know, and I don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's like wizards in Harry Potter. They just shit in the pool and prestidigitation it away.
Can we not?
Anyways.
Anyway, well, I secured us a meeting with the king above the clouds, so probably you guys would want to change. You know, seeing as we're technically representing.
Beatrix is still wearing
Her play armor. She's just got a towel over
on
it.
top of the plate armor.
She's still wearing her regular clothes. She just has like the towel draped around her shoulders.
Okay.
Well, then he'll direct it more
just-
towards Lyra and Christmas.
I just got these clothes, and they're like, they're in vogue here.
Okay, but
Listen, guys, maybe you're too Apollon for this, but the Ciricians are a very libertine society, okay? You know, they don't do clothes here.
Gaius is just gonna turn and point to the nearest giant, who I assume is wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Anyway, no offense.
Typical Apollon racism, huh?
No offense to Christmas, but you look like a child wearing his mother's clothes.
I look like a child every time I go anywhere. What are you talking about?
Ouch!
Okay.
Jeez, guys.
Okay, I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like, you have clothes that act. Look.
These are
Alright,
clothes.
fine.
If you wanna wear that, that's fine. I'm just saying.
Alright. Lyra's gonna like pull her robes on over everything else. Are you happy?
Christmas is gonna
Marginally more, yes.
Christmas is gonna like take a rope and just take Geis's rope of men and
Hang
like,
himself.
What use is living in a world where I can't be fashionable?
Yeah, he just does a howl. Look what you did, guys. He's summoning the spirits of darkness.
No, he's gonna
My pain, my longing, you shall have it all! Christmas jumps off the back with the eyes of Nidhogg.
No, he's gonna take Geis's rope of mending and just like tightens up his clothes a little bit like a belt, and just like make him a little more presentable. Happy now, Gaius?
Yes. Mostly because now I'm sure that you won't accidentally trip over your robe when we walk in there.
Fine. And then Christmas takes 2 steps and trips.
Right. So,
no. Christmas.
Valkyr walks and joins you fellows rather than you meeting with
Harriet joining us?
Well, as you guys notice that Harriet's not there, you kind of look around.
Well, I was actually waiting for the
well, okay. Well, she is a bit preoccupied. You look around and see Harriet face down on a table as Viola is happily reading away in a stack of books.
I think she's busy.
Oh, what a fucking nerd.
Alright then.
Not just a regular nerd, a ghost nerd.
Imagine having like spiritual immortality and just fucking reading books.
I don't think she's immortal. I think she dies if Harriet dies.
Well, you know what I fucking mean.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Hey Viola, how's it going?
She like looks up at you and like waves. As Harriet also notices you and says, "Oh, thank goodness. Do we have something to do?"
No, you can stay right there, okay?
Yeah,
Let her have her fun.
It's nothing important. You look busy enough as it is.
Please, anything.
Oh no!
Come on,
Don't
girl's just
let
your
us-
fucking.
Don't
Yeah.
let us stop you having fun. Guys,
Harriet just like looks at Gaius
I'm not
with a
up.
face of absolute, just like drained will to live. Just like,
Withered Wojak.
within Wojak, just like completely dead. All right. Well,
in comparison to Harriet's withered Wojak, Gaius is just absolute beaming like the honey. It's 5 o'clock time for you. That's the dichotomy.
That's Viola and Harriet at the moment. Viola's just happy, like reading away. Like honey.
Harriet, it's time for your 4 p.m. book reading. Oh,
Yes.
Yes,
dear.
Yes. So Harriet gets off the table and says, "Look, if you're not going to stop reading now, I'm going to just desummon you."
Harriet, stop being such a bitch. Jesus, you stole the girl's body. Let her have a book.
She's been reading for 3 hours.
So, I've been reading for most of the last 3 hours.
Yeah. When was the last time you actually, Viola loves reading. When was the last time you read a book?
Book? What is this book you speak of?
I don't take to reading all that well, alright?
I'm just saying. Seems a bit selfish.
I like femdoming tall boys instead.
I mean, isn't everybody tall to her?
Yeah. But he's really tall.
Why don't you just carry it?
Beatrix says that, and the king above the clouds just starts sweating for no reason.
Why don't you just carry the book with you so Viola can keep reading?
If Beatrix says what?
I mean, she's more than capable.
Don't worry about it. You'll hear it in the recording.
He said the wrong name.
No, I'd like to know now, please.
He said the wrong name.
Oh.
Yeah, just Viola, carry your books with you.
Just one, okay? Look, you have to return. Viola kind of just pouts and sadly picks up one book that she was reading.
One crumb of book.
Don't worry, we still got 12 hours here. We got ages. And you don't need to sleep, right, Viola? So you can just read all night.
Like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, so let's go see the king.
Okay. So
Seeing
Valkyrie...
the king wasn't important?
It was a joke. We weren't not going to bring you.
The king.
Viola just looks so happy reading once again.
Harriet just stares daggers at the group.
So the Valkyr fella will step up to all of you and, without saying a word, just kind of taps the edge of his sword into the ground, and with that, a cloud kind of rises out of the ground beneath all of your feet and raises you upwards to kind of a slow ascending platform up until you finally reach the top of the island in the sky, which already in and of itself was very high up, but this is high up even beyond that. It's like the observing deck of the Empire State Building, and then, the tip of the tower.
Oh wow, okay.
Right.
That's pretty damn high.
As you step off to get onto the platform of it itself, you can see sat in a throne across from you a very grand in presentation, but almost difficult to look at, blue-skinned storm giant who has a very grown out, wizened beard, these kind of thin, emaciated arms that are almost shackled to the sides of the throne with these circular manacles, and the same around the legs, as there is a very faint glow to the eyes, that same sort of blue, as they open very slowly, and look down towards all of you. Valkyr nods and stands by on top of the cloud off the platform.
Gaius is gonna look to Valkyr to see if he bows or anything, just to follow his lead on whatever sign of respect the giants have.
He just gestures you forward in kind of a gesture to imply that, such gestures of respect are not necessary here.
Right. Well, Gaius will step forward and, despite that, still bow his head before the king.
You can see now, the closer you are, that one of the eyes is missing and just kind of this almost gaping, inky void left in the skull, as the other one is the only one looking down on you. And in, at first, a very raspy, almost like he's gathering breath for each word, voice, before it kind of gets used to the fact that it is speaking, there is a completely alien language to all of you coming out of his mouth as he speaks to all of you, with these harsh howling consonants similar to that of whipping winds on a cold winter's night, that despite the fact that you don't understand it as it's being said, you understand the meaning as it translates itself to all of your minds through what methods you cannot ascertain. What
Oh shit.
Cool.
reasons do you bring yourselves here, children of the earth?
Gaius?
Yeah. Gaius will say, my name is Gaius Faresius. I'm not sure how I came to possess this ability, and he manifests the astral arms. I carry within me the soul of the past leader of Arcadia, Mirage. I
had sensed something similar earlier in day. You must forgive my appearance. I flit in and out of this world in conscious and unconscious waves. Death itself is no escape for me. I return always to maintain vigil over my people.
That's quite the existence. I can't even begin to imagine it.
My oath is my bond. I would never forsake my people, no matter my tortured existence. What seek you, reborn one?
If nothing else, that is something I can understand. I've heard that you have maintained this island, let it since the fall of Arcadia itself. Did you know Mirage?
The Shepherd King was the one who assigned me to this. I was more than honored to have the duty, even as I knew the cost it would have upon me.
If I may ask, what was he like? I have read about him in books, in the few texts that we still have remaining from Arcadia, but I mean, you knew him yourself, you were there when he lived. There can be, well, no truer story than the words you would tell.
To describe him in texts, let alone in words alone, it is to try and capture the ocean in a drinking glass. impossible in depth of volume. Yet even then, the man had a boundless love for life all upon this planet. He hated the thought of coming to war with our enemies. Yet, sometimes to preserve life, one must destroy it.
See.
Still, no matter what, his final thoughts in the last days were always to save as many as he could. Without him, there would be no horizon. There would be no ground beneath our feet.
Wait, the Witch King would have destroyed everything? Witch Queen would have destroyed everything? Or am I getting my things mixed up?
He was a servant of the Chain Traitor. His one desire is the oblivion of existence, as it exists.
Damn. Okay.
Such a hatred he carries for everything his progenitors made. Such utter contempt for life itself. He would gladly make it so he is the only one, so that he can finally slip into blissful cessation of consciousness.
So the only thing keeping him going is the fact he fucking hates everything on the planet?
Hatred powers him, much like magic powers the floating capabilities of this island.
Jesus. Dude needs to get a hobby.
What grudge does he hold against the life forms here?
It is not against the life forms, it is against their makers. Long ago, Karasdun was the first life ever made by the four gods. Karasdun was...
Sorry, guys will... Actually, wait. Yeah,
I know this. We know this. Yeah, they told us this story in... Wait, hang on. Is this what they tell you? Is this what they teach you in preschool?
Hell no.
No, they teach you there's one god.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I wasn't sure if they told the Krasden story in the Empire or not.
Well, actually, just for reference, what is the, I guess, Empire's story of Khazad-dûm? Just for reference.
Khazad-dûm. He's not fucking Aussie. Hey, Khazad-dûm.
Hey, Khazad-dûm.
Well, no, but I am, so...
I know.
Thing. Just basically, that he's an evil dude.
Khazad-dûm is effectively downgraded in similar attitudes that, how do I put it?
Other non-Poland gods are when they bring...
Yeah, he's basically demoted to a major demon rather than, adversary of all life, etc.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to say, wait, I thought this dude was just like a, big angry demon.
And guys will pipe up when the king mentions the four gods?
Once they may have joined as a singular being, but their original state was as four, and to four they returned.
What were their...
When and why did they join together as one, only to break apart?
To protect this world. I am certain in your journey you've come to know of the outside, that which encroaches upon us, that which just doesn't
the dream
die and makes a mockery of life. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, we heard of it.
Hopefully, the journey we'll undertake will see the end of it.
As I was saying on Karasdûn, Karasdûn, as the first mortal being long ago, was enraptured by the creation that surrounded him. He was able to bear witness to the stars, to grasp them in his hand, to witness that which no mortal after him ever was able to. He sought beauty in everything, but something else in him was dissatisfied. He wanted to create things as well.
It doesn't seem so bad.
There was a time when he had snuck into the home of the four gods to take the power for himself to create. He created a home for his own beings, then created them, breathing life into dust and making a king to rule over them. Tsukuyomi.
Is that a name that any of us would recognize?
Yes. Tsukuyomi eventually was able to create a thriving kingdom amongst the others created by Karastun. They were blessed with another. They were blessed with a world to call their own. But it was not to last. After thousands of years of their blessed isolation, the gods learned of Karastun's treachery against them. He was imprisoned, had his power shattered and shackled in 5 binding nails that were scattered, and Tsukuyomi and his people paid the worst price of all, to be obliterated, to be wiped out of existence. You all, when you die, may pass on to an ethereal plane, to have your spirits sometimes join your descendants to aid them. But they were nothing, gone in an instant. Tsukuyomi was left behind as the remnant.
So because
Were they on the moon?
because
He purses his lips. You get the feeling that his neck is so weak from the atrophied muscles that he can't even do that for you. So he chokes out a yes.
wait, these
Lunarians. So great is the pain he carried that no one could even remember his people, for there was no one left but him to remember.
Hey Salt, could you write down that dude's name in the chat just so I can make a note of it?
Sorry, my laptop died. So, it's not just me, right? These 4 gods sound like assholes.
Gaius nods and says, and because the gods destroyed what he had made, now Khazad-dûm's only goal is to destroy their work in turn.
I understand your perspective. I defend nothing of their actions, but at the same time they blessed our world with Mirage to defend us. In the end, their motivations are inscrutable. We can only judge them. Sorry, I cut my mic there.
Okay.
we couldn't tell.
I thought that was just like in character.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he just glitches and artifacts out.
They,
Oh shit, guys, we have to take the cartridge out and blow on it.
they
Damn it, somebody!
They are as beings that we may only judge through their actions upon us, not as their own morals. They are beyond us. If we were to gaze upon them as we gaze upon ants and insects at our feet, could we really call ourselves so different?
I mean, personally, I've never, got really pissed at an ant and gone and destroyed its colony because I didn't want to live in the nice ant house I made for it.
And yet there are others.
I guess.
You never knew the kids that would take a magnifying glass to an anthill just for entertainment.
No, Jesus. What kind of people are you hanging around with, guys?
No, that sounds pretty normal.
No rehabilitation.
What the fuck?
For their actions. I merely invite you all to another perspective.
This... Ah, fuck. How do you say the dude's name?
Tsukiyomi.
Tsukiyomi. This Tsukiyomi, what happened to him?
Tsukiyomi is a lone wanderer upon the moon in which he's the only inhabitant.
The
But
moon?
In some
My mic cut out.
some fleeting moments, perhaps as blindsided by the gods, he's able to visit the earth in fleeting eras.
Who is he now?
You gonna try and kill him, Beatrix?
I'm just gonna look at Lyra like, Claudius.
What would happen if he were to ever escape the moon?
I imagine his loyalties lie with his creator, and not with the four gods. What he does from there, I cannot imagine the guilt and pain that drives a man to his actions.
That's probably why he didn't give a shit about the Oracle's prophecy.
Guess.
I mean, if that's the case, then the Oracle's prophecy is what he would hope. The horizons fall.
Then what does he want
thank
with
you.
Mirage?
No.
When you knew Mirage, did you happen to know a man named Khalid in that time?
Yes, Khalid was close to Mirage.
How close?
In truth, I did not know Mirage as much as you would hope. I was a humble builder, graced to know him in fleeting moments. But he knew all of us. He was happy to have all of us.
I did hear some strange noises coming from their bedroom a few times.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Thank you for what you've told us. It may just be the missing piece to the puzzle we're trying to put together here. I believe that Tsukiyomi has walked this earth for far longer than anyone would think. Maybe first as Khalid or even before then, but he seems to have taken many names and risen to station within at least two great empires. First the Arcadians and now the Apollon, as a legati of the Emperor himself.
I imagine he has had many millennia to plan whatever it is he's doing then.
And now we few are headed to Arcadia on his orders to find Mirage's tomb.
That's the part I can't work out. Why would he want us to go there?
Maybe he wants to kill Mirage.
Maybe he just wants to throw us in the fire. Just
If he wanted to kill Mirage, he would just kill Gaius.
I guess. Maybe Mirage can't be killed until the body and soul are reunited.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Oh my god. Is that a Kingdom Hearts reference?
I don't know, I'm just Lyra, I'm dumb, guys. Don't look to me for smart stuff.
But I mean, what good would killing Mirage do? I mean...
I don't know, like you said, his people were destroyed. Everything he loved was gone.
If he wants to destroy Horizon, he would just...
Well,
not
it may
tell
not
us any of
be
this.
It may not even be that much of his plan so much as Mirage is the embodiment of, whether it's the great creator or the four gods sees an embodiment of their power. Destroying him might be his own way of taking revenge for losing his people.
Yeah, that's another thing. I can't see, how does the great creator play into this whole thing?
The great creator made Mirage.
But is also the cardinal gods. Is that what we're getting at here?
Yes.
Well,
Right.
What about the other gods?
That just said the four gods came together.
Right.
You talking
That
about...
is a good question though. What of the other gods? Are they merely aspects of those four, or beings in their own right, or?
The cardinal gods may have made this world, but they are not the only ones. Others are made in many various rituals, through accident, through magic, through belief. The one thing that I know is the only true rule of creation is there are no rules, only results.
Damn. Is the second rule don't talk about creation? Sorry.
His hand reaches out across the field like plastic you and compresses you into a cube.
Oh
Crushing food with force.
Not my precious cube.
My girl.
My cube.
Yeah, guys. So I guess none of the others can go. Did anyone else wanna ask any questions, or have any
I
questions?
kind of want to ask about, my friend in my pocket, but I'm scared how he's gonna react.
Bro, he's a sleepy old man. He can't do anything.
Do it.
We've come this far.
Listen,
This
like
may
they
be
said,
the only- What other place may we find answers if not here?
Okay. Excuse me, sir.
Wait.
Would your
maybe you should ask the others to leave. Like, his soldiers may not react.
He doesn't have any soldiers up here.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, is it just
Don't worry then.
Yeah,
it just
Valkyr's just here as a ride.
Sir, would you in your infinite knowledge know anything about this? And then he opens the beast ball to release Starspawn.
He has a heart attack and dies.
Fucking Coleman.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god. Get the giant life alert.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
She's got a really, really huge pacemaker. It deals lightning damage to all of us.
That's Lyra's fate.
So you're straight up on out, right?
Yeah, Starspawn is like all the way out. He came out the closet.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Guys,
Anyways.
guys shares an uneasy look with Harriet.
Yeah, Starspawn looks around, and the king... The eye goes from half-lidded to slightly more open, but then back down, as he says, "A wayward one from far beyond this star, yes?"
Yeah. We were trying to get any idea of his origin, where he may have come from.
What might have happened to his home?
Right.
And the part the great creator may have played in that.
Guys are gonna look at Beatrix and just go, let's go that far.
He closes his eye and opens it again and says, well, this one is from a lost world, smited by the gods.
For what purpose or reason?
Yeah, but why?
It was seen as abomination.
Like Khazad-dûm's creations, then.
Yes.
The Lunarians.
How many of these rogue worlds were people making? Was it like every person for himself making their own little world?
Its world was not made. It merely, in one moment it did not exist, and in the moment next it did.
Damn.
It is aberration.
And for that, the cardinal gods had it destroyed.
Yes.
So what you're saying is it wasn't the great creator's fault.
Jesus! No, I'm just gonna...
No,
I can have my
God
religion
doesn't say
without
that.
fault now.
Yeah,
Guys,
The
guys
Protestant God
doesn't
did that, not the Catholic one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
yeah, no, I'm gonna look up at the King's... Have you ever heard of the Origin?
You speak of God's Mount.
Yeah. Do you know the entities connected to it?
God's Mount. God's Mount is a unique location. While one exists, there are also thousands upon thousands.
In other planes.
It is a world that exists on every plane. He gives the bare amount that he can shake his head no. To begin the visit up the true mountain, one either ascends or never returns. God's Mount is the method by which new planes are made.
Oh shit. Guys, we could make our own plane.
Yet you would never be able to return to your home. Long ago, your four gods were mortals much like yourselves, who ascended their God's Mount and were granted the power to create as themselves.
So
It's Homestuck!
Hey, so
This is
yeah,
the
I was gonna say, I'm sorry.
RP.
I'm sorry, Sol.
You piece of shit.
Basically, S-verb.
Stop comparing everything to Homestuck!
This is fucking. This is literally.
I love how we
No,
all
no, no, no.
realized it
Hold
was
on, hold on,
Homestuck
hold on,
in
hold
the
on.
same moment.
We can't escape
No,
it!
no, I had a good connection. So, was it the four warriors that we fought that went up to God's Mount and became supreme leaders or whatever?
Say what?
Oh, the boss, the boss squad we fought.
Yeah, the four boss fights.
Yeah.
The four people.
Yeah, what about it?
What the fuck were their names?
Were they the people who got the power to create?
You don't know.
Fuck.
Okay, but what were their names?
Oh, God, didn't write that down.
God, I don't remember all of them. I think I put Salin down somewhere.
Yeah, there was Sailing, there was...
It was the paladin, the bard, and the two magic people.
Yeah, I didn't write their names down, fuck.
Jojo.
It's okay, neither did history.
Yeah, you guys would at least ask.
Were
Would
they
the
X, Y,
names
and Z?
of would their mortal names have survived, or are they lost to the annals of history?
Perhaps they survived somewhere. Perhaps they're gone. I'm afraid I cannot tell you.
Has he got any more ungrayed out conversation options?
You guys need to have low intelligence for the next one, I'm afraid.
What a negative.
My time to shine.
Would a score of -1 in intelligence unlock that option?
You also need to have what is it? You need to have the nerd rage perk.
Oh, god damn it.
Damn it! No one ever takes that.
I've got the nerd rage.
I can't believe the game expects us to have that useless perk.
I mean, isn't that just Harriet and Viola?
Yep.
Oh god, you're. But yeah.
Get Viola up
What's
here.
Harriet?
We need an angry nerd.
Can we bonk Harriet on the head until her int score's low enough to unlock the option?
It's at a 0 at the moment, so it wouldn't take much.
God, we're fucking dumb.
Why are we all so bad at int?
I was
you're an
joking when I
intelligent
said that
I
was joking when I said that I thought my 11 int was the highest in the group. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got 10.
What is my in? I think it's like... Yeah, Lyra's perfectly average.
Oh my god. I'm the
We have
smartest
ones that
person in the
average.
group.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Wow.
Look, Gaius's 4 wisdom helps for a lot. Okay.
I have +3
I mean,
wisdom.
well, okay. Wait.
But Lyra's the most charismatic, somehow.
Yeah, above Christmas. Wait, yours is a 17, right?
Yeah.
Oh, geez,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, we're saying now.
Well, anyways,
But
yeah,
Lyra has a pussy
any-
pass, and Christmas doesn't.
Shut up. Christmas can
Ah,
have
yes.
a pussy if he wants.
I think Christmas has the
Oh,
highest
you
con mod
transphobic.
at the very least.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I think Christmas should be trans. That's a good idea.
What's Harriet's constitution?
Christmas says trans.
16.
Yeah, Christmas beats you in that.
Hey, the
because
casters can
we-
both. The
Only
casters can.
because of a magical
What, the
item.
casters can both be trans.
I think
Is-
Harriet's
is
the only person
Lyra
who's
can-
not going to be a caster.
Yeah.
are you guys gonna continue with
See?
my very important Lord?
No,
of
no.
NPC?
Let's
No.
keep talking about
Wait.
trans
No,
rights.
no, Sigma, do you want to expand on your previous statement?
Huh?
Do you want to expand
What
on
about all the casters? All the casters being trans?
Elaborate. No.
No, I'm just saying it'll be a cool idea. Anyway, keep going.
I mean, do we have any other questions?
I'm taking
Not
it.
really.
That's the question, isn't it?
We've
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm going to ask. Do we have any other questions?
no. That's
I'm always whenever I get to these situations, I always stress that I'm not asking something really important that I should be asking.
Okay, we asked about Claudius. We asked about Starspawn. We asked about
Oh, the dream.
Beatrix.
What does it know about the dream?
The Verdant Dream, yeah.
Shit, man, I don't know.
That's crazy. That shit's crazy, man. I don't like to think about it. That shit's crazy scary.
We
That's fair.
strung out of control.
Basically.
that's a really stupid image of the Verdant Dream just being some extra planer's fucking pot plant that's just gone feral.
Feed me weed more.
Weed spagoon.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
So I
ask him
assume he
about the
doesn't
dream. I guess.
know shit about Dream.
He looks over and says, I have sensed 2 of their anchors have been vanquished. I presume that is your doing.
It would be. Can you sense their other anchors to this plane?
They have not yet manifested. They exist in the ether, but they are not solid enough to be destroyed. However, should you succeed in vanquishing the other 2, you may finally be able to shield this plane from them, once and for all.
What would that take? Why wasn't Mirage able to do it?
I don't know what bound him from being able to. He simply wasn't strong enough to do that. Instead, he broke their invading force into those 4 anchors, hoping to dissipate their power for some time, until a successor to him could finish what he could not.
No pressure then.
I can feel this life fading from me, so I will leave you with one thing.
Wait, are you dying?
I will return, but...
Oh, okay. I'd feel really bad if, like, we killed you by talking too much.
Life and death are two sides of the same coin, flipping from one face to the other. I am in constant flux.
Uh-huh.
Waffles?
That? Huh?
Oh, thought that was you. Thought that was you with the cat toy.
No.
No, that's me, sorry, with a rubber duck.
Fucker.
Do I even want to ask why you just have a rubber duck with you?
I found it on the floor, and yeah.
Anyways, he looks over all of you and says, I have lived lifetimes beyond a man of my kind, beyond anyone. So, understand the weight of this when I say, when
Damn, girl, your ass is fat.
Fuck you. I
Yeah,
was having a
sorry.
fuck you.
Look, hey, I'm gonna blame Trilby for that one, for bringing it to the forefront of my mind.
I didn't do anything.
You posted
Anyways,
that image.
know that with the weight of that experience, as I look upon all of you, as I think of hope, I see its incarnation in all of you.
Oh, that's so much pressure.
Thank you.
Think of it not as pressure, but a confidence to all of you. Though this plane may know the darkest days ahead, all of you will beckon in the dawn, should you see your duty through. And with that, he slumps forward, and the eye closes.
Oh.
Busted or not.
Okay, fuck you too. I was trying to make him a wise, interesting character for you guys to all admire, but if you want to make him a nut
He
buster-
is.
No, November failed at the final stretch.
It just sounded like he was busting a nut.
Look, we can admire a man. We can admire a man and still joke about him busting a nut. Those aren't mutually exclusive concepts.
Listen, I don't want to hear about world leaders from either of you guys. You had one who shat himself in McDonald's, and you had one who fucked a pig.
No, we can't talk about world leaders, though. We cannot talk about world leaders.
At least we voted ours out now. Anyways,
I mean,
yeah,
for now, we can still run again in 2024.
Yeah. Let's not
I
even
think-
judge
God,
that.
imagine.
I think he'll be dead by then. Anyways,
He can still get
Valkyr
elected.
looks to all
Well,
of
no,
you.
you can still vote if you're dead. You can't be voted in if you're dead.
Valkyr looks to all of you and says, I believe your time here is concluded.
Seem that way. Gaius will, if only for his like own benefit, again bow his head to the king above the clouds before, I guess, stepping to the spot where stepping back onto the cloud we came up on.
Yeah. As the cloud descends when you all get onto it, you can see almost faintly some of the clouds coming together in the faint shape of the visage of the king above the clouds before dissipating once again.
Remember who you are, Harriet.
Harriet.
You're the halfling with the fattest ass.
I think I'll hate Lyra even more if she doesn't think Harriet has a fat ass. You use her butt as a pillow, okay? You better believe it's a fat one.
Of course she does. Lyra's dumb, but she's not blind.
Okay, Lyra also better be secretly attracted to it so we can get the polycule ending at the end of this campaign. What?
I was trying to think of a funny response. I couldn't think of one.
Okay, so who's the leader of the harem then?
Polycool, not harem. Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, those are two
Who's
distinctive
up, Peter?
endings.
All right, fine. Yeah,
like-
the boss of the Polycool. Yeah, there's the Christmas harem ending and the Polycool ending. Those are the only two endings you can get.
I was gonna say we've long gone past the point where we could viably get the guy's harem ending. So
Wait, what's the cutoff point for the guy's harem ending?
him not deciding to just take over Arcadia with the Iron Fist. I mean Arcadia, Apollon.
Nigga.
Yeah, take over the
Hang on.
sandbox full of giant worms.
You shut. Look, they both start with A. Okay, I'm sorry.
Listen, he'll forge the worms into an army that will shatter God or something.
He'll just keep feeding worms to slightly larger worms until he has the largest worm on all horizons.
Exactly, and then
he'll have the giant worm that makes all the rules.
Exactly.
Anyways,
Speaking of
once you're
Arcadia,
back,
let's get going to Arcadia. We're gonna
That's fair.
we got a dead body to steal.
this is one
I
extended
call
grave
that.
robbing mission, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's why
Look,
Arcadia is based
I was
off
gonna
of
say-
Egypt.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's like that one level of never mind.
I was gonna say, I think you're exempt from it being grave robbing if it's technically a past self, even if it's just the vessel that your soul was previously
stealing
in.
from your own wallet.
Interesting point, but at the same time, I don't think any archaeologist is ever smart. I don't think what's his name? Not Randolph Carter, something Carter. He wasn't smart enough to be like, no, I was this dude in the past life.
Imagine if someone did pull that fucking line. This is grave robbing. No.
Also,
I'm a
speaking of which,
reincarnation of this guy, so it's my grave.
Speaking of which, did you know that everybody involved in that guy's expedition got like horrible things that happened to
I
him?
was
like,
literally
at first?
about to say, does that mean that we're just gonna manifest Mirage's the curse of Mirage's tomb, and we're all just gonna die in horrible situations before we get back to the pole?
What's your offer?
We ain't buying anything. Anyways, yeah. You are back down to the ground level, and I imagine you guys are fine to just head to the airship.
Yep, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas is gonna thank Freya real quick before he leaves.
Yep, she sends you off with a kiss on the forehead.
Aww, Christmas is just blushing like a little. He's just a little boy. Yes.
Christmas, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is that what you sound like when you nut?
Christmas never nutted. He wouldn't know.
Got a
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
Anyways.
anything.
You guys head back to the airship where Septus is kind of standing at the wheel, looking a little bored, but is pretty excited to see all of you guys. Hey, you guys have fun up here?
So much fun.
Yeah, pretty.
Had a couple of
lot
It
people.
was interesting.
Had a couple of people on board come over and just glance about the ship. They kind of seem to imply that we're a little behind them, which, may
Well,
be
if
true,
they-
but stung a
based
little to
off the-
hear.
If they're based off Arcadian, or if they're the descendant of the Arcadians, then that's not surprising.
Well, either way, you all ready to ship out?
Yep.
Sure am.
Absolutely.
Let's get
The Val-
going.
The
Let's
Valkyr
roll,
guy showed
Daddy-o.
me Valkyr guy showed me a way to get through, so we should be there in a matter of hours if you guys want to get your final preps all out of the way.
Okie dokie.
Roger that.
So you all strap in as the shape of Sirius gets smaller and smaller behind you all as you rejoin the cloud layer.
I'm gonna buy a novelty T-shirt that says I got flexed on by a bunch of giants, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah. You go and descend lower and lower until the landscape that you were once familiar with in regards to the Apollon Empire is now gone to you, replaced entirely with seas of sand and desert and shrubbery, plant life, small bits of wildlife that look up to you and kind of run from you as they see your approach.
Oh yeah, at some point during the approach, guys will gather everyone and just go. So remember those stories about giant sandworms? Well, apparently they're real. So probably keep an eye out for those.
Of course they're real, kid. Why do you think I'm not staying on the ground while you're down there?
Suppose we won't be daughter. Head straight into the tomb, won't we?
Yeah, you're getting parked right outside the tomb.
I wonder what worm meat tastes like.
You'll never know.
Sounds like gummy worms. It smells like gummy worms.
I don't know. Maybe I can cook it.
That's a good question. Would a giant worm
you could
taste
cook it.
different to a regular-sized worm? It would have to,
I
right?
assume there would be more like mussels and like.
Yeah.
Oh, what sort of rest are we able to get in between this?
Probably only a short rest.
I didn't use anything, so that's cool.
You're also a short rest-based class, anyways.
I know. I'm saying I didn't use anything, so it doesn't matter.
Can we ask him to? Yeah, can we ask him to I don't know, circle or something? Or not even circle, just hover. Oh, jeez. Okay. I was gonna say, can we just ask him to hover for long enough for us to have a long rest, so we're nice and rested for the tomb execution?
Can I, the GM, say no so that Trilby doesn't talk to me about long rest XP and whatnot again?
Alternatively, you could, so I don't have to go to this with 15 hit points.
Just use your hit dice.
Yeah. But I want my spell slots back. I only have 2.
Manage your resources better,
Oh,
bitch.
oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo, Gaius!
You get
Look,
back
I'm
on
not
a
saying-
short rest, dipshit.
Yeah, what are you boo-hooing
Well,
about?
also, I should say, that's not saying you can't ever get one once you get into the tomb. It's just to start out.
Yeah, okay, that's
Are we wrapping up here?
I wanted to give a short little intro before all of this.
Cool.
So, once you touch down at the pointed area, Septus tosses a flare gun to you guys after you get off of it and says, "Alright, that thing's only good for one shot, so, don't go wasting that thing."
Guys will. Is this basically just a breech-loaded flare gun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It shouldn't go
Gaius
off on
will-
accident unless you are the most unlucky person in the universe.
Well, Gaius is gonna take the flare out of the flare gun,
Okay.
so it can't
enough.
accidentally fire.
The flare just explodes in your hand.
Well, I mean, hey, at least I'm free of my misery.
No, its Wi-Fi connection
Okay.
is disrupted, so it goes off in your hands.
It just hits you right in the face.
Smart flare gun.
I'm 17 hit points below my max. I'm gonna roll another hit die.
So,
Stop being
yeah,
such a pussy.
I refuse.
You watch as the airship ascends up into the air and starts making a circle around the area. Around you is pretty much just dunes and high hills of sand, but as you take your first precautionary steps out onto the sand, Gaius, your big beefy boy arms start to glow, and the sands in front of you kind of part, revealing this ornate sandstone staircase descending downwards and downwards, revealing a large metal rune inscribed kind of fortified double door
Is there a Apollon colloquialism equivalent to open sesame? Because Gaius is going to say that.
Openness to Samus.
Damn it! Damn it!
But you get the idea.
Yeah. You say that, and a small, not like a hatch, but there's like a square opening that opens up, and then there's a small, on the end of a metal bending rod extends out this little orb that looks over all of you and
like
says,
like Jabba's palace thing.
Yes, like those security droids. As it says, hold up. Why are you visitors here?
Gaius is just gonna wave the hand in front of, like the astral hand in front of it, and just go. This is why.
I do not understand this gesture. You must have. I will give you one perilous task in order to open up this tomb. Yes, a perilous task that will be very time-consuming. You may even die during it.
So what's saying this to us?
A small little security droid sort of thing poking out of the wall of the entrance.
I'm gonna just grab it and just yank it out.
It snaps upwards as soon as you get near it and says, "Ah."
Okay.
Now.
Let's take this from the top. Do you not recognize this? And Gaius is just gonna gesture to the astral arms with his arms.
Even if that was an identifying mark, you could be lying to me.
How could I be lying?
No, you're going to have to complete a perilous task for me. Its little, like, top part of the lid waggles up and down as it says that.
I'm just gonna start looking at the doors to see how sturdy they are.
Alternatively, you could do what I presume your job is to do and let
My job is to guard this tomb.
Guard it for the return of Mirage, yes? Or at least his soul. Well, here it is.
Sorry, fools. You will have to complete my perilous task. You must obtain me.
Alright, Beatrix. I take it back.
Paint me a word picture. There's these metal doors. What's surrounding them?
More metal.
It's right.
Can you let him finish? I have a really funny punchline to end the session on.
Alright, okay. Let's go.
Your perilous task is to grab me a handful of sand. Arcadia is full of wildlife and flora. You'll have to go for miles and miles if you want to get any. You might even die during the trip.
Chris uses
I see.
Here you go. Here you go.
Impossible! I fear your power! And it retreats back into the door and the tomb walls open.
He seems nice.
I'm just gonna smash the nearest wall.
See, I told you guys not to freak out.
Well, bum bum bum.
Dun.